بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين.
Interpretation of the Holy Quran.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. With the help of Allah, we began a brief commentary of Quran. We got to chapter Al-Araf, 7th chapter of Quran, which is revealed in Mecca. It has 206 verses. Please listen to verse 42.
والذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات لا نكلف نفسا إلا وسعها أولئك أصحاب الجنة هم فيها خالدون.
And as for those who believe and do good, we do not impose on any soul a duty except to the extent of its ability. They are the dwellers of the garden. In it they shall abide. In previous verse, Allah talked about the disbelievers, and in resurrection day, how Allah punishes them. How Allah is going to punish them by fire, that their beds and their covers is from fire, and they will be covered completely with fire in hell. In this verse, Allah is talking regarding to opposite group, which are believers. Allah says believers who do al-amal al-salih, good deeds. Allah wants to talk about their rewards, that how Allah helps them in resurrection day and how they are going to enjoy their time in resurrection day in paradise. First, about this group, Allah says, وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ. Those who believe, the believers, and who do good deeds, or who have done good deeds. It means Allah wants to emphasize that for being saved and protected and entering the paradise, a person should have both, have a good deeds and a good belief, both of them. We must understand that sometimes we make a mistake, or many people make a mistake. Either they think having a good belief is enough for them, or some people, the opposite side, they think if they have a good deeds is enough for them. But we will see that through the verses of Quran, we understand that both of them are necessary. Allah says first believing in Allah, believing in resurrection day, believing in prophethood are considered as a principle, main principles. A Tawheed and Nubuwwah and Ma'ad. By that, a person will be known as a Muslim. Although prophethood for other prophets other than prophet is something that is accepted by Jew and Christians. And resurrection day is accepted for both groups. And also oneness of God is accepted. Although for Christians they have some ideas that they believe in Trinity, but they return it back and they explain it in such a way that they say God is one. But I'm not going to talk about it. Anyway, these are principles. Oneness of God, believing in resurrection day, believing in prophethood. If a person will not believe in any of them, is considered as a disbeliever. So the main things, the principle, he doesn't have it. In many verses of Quran, of course, if a person will make a mistake, that is something else. We cannot say they will be punished. But it is also difficult to say that Allah will reward them He didn't do anything as he didn't do because he doesn't believe in God. He doesn't believe in resurrection day. So believe is the principle, believing in Allah, believing in resurrection day, believing in prophethood. And also from the other side, having good deeds. Okay, if a person believes in all, but he doesn't obey Allah, he doesn't obey prophet, he doesn't worship Allah, also such a person, there is no guarantee that such a person will be saved or protected. Maybe Allah, because of His grace, will forgive him. That is something else. We are talking about deserving something. Or Allah will promise to enter paradise. Allah will promise for those who really believe and those who really have a good deeds. They pray, they make a fast, they go to pilgrimage. So these two are the main principles, believing and having good deeds. Otherwise, a person doesn't believe in God and he doesn't lie. This is good. But he should not expect from Allah to reward him because he didn't do anything for God. He doesn't believe in God. We expect Allah will reward us if we do something for Him, if we listen to Him. For example, somebody is working in this street. He cannot ask you for money unless you order him. He does it for you. You are walking in this street, somebody will come and catch you and say, give me money, give money. Why? Because I was working here. Okay, what is the relation with me? Allah said, I'm going to reward those who work for me, who listen to me, who obey me. But if a person doesn't believe in God, although he has done good, in this world, yes, Allah will bless him. Allah may help him in many things. But in resurrection day, he deserves to get reward if he does it for God, if he believes in God. So believing in good, in principles, and doing something good is the main issue. Then Allah says, لا نكلف نفسا إلا وسعها. Allah says, of course, be careful when we say do something good. We don't mean to do everything that are good, although it is good, but it is impossible. For example, to recite Quran all the time, to go to pilgrimage every week, every month, for example, it is impossible. To make a fast all the year, for example, to pray all the time, to help all the people. No. Allah says, لا نكلف نفسا إلا وسعها. Definitely we do not impose on any soul a duty except to the extent of its ability. This is very important in all Islamic issues. Allah will not impose more than our capacity, our ability. Allah will impose on us and obligated on us to the extent of our ability. So this is a law in jurisprudence that if we are not able to do something, it is not obligated. It is obligated to go to pilgrimage. But if I have no money, that's okay. It's not obligated to you. For example, it is obligated to make a fast, but I am sick. That's okay. لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها. Allah doesn't impose on any soul unless to the extent of its ability. He is sick. So regarding to pilgrimage, pray, fast, and anything else, Allah will not impose unless to the extent of our ability. So from this verse, we understand. Then Allah says, أُولَٰئِكَ أَصْحَابُ الْجَنَّةِ. These people, those who believe and do something good, أُولَٰئِكَ أَصْحَابُ الْجَنَّةِ. These people are the companion or inmate of paradise. هُمْ فِيهَا خَالِدُونَ. It is a promising from Allah that these people will stay in paradise. It doesn't mean that it is obligated for Allah to do it or to reward it, because Allah blessed us a lot in this world, and as much as we work, still we owe Him. But definitely, and Allah must take good people who practice the religion to paradise because He promised, not because it is obligated to him. No, because he promised, and he must keep his promise, and he keeps his promise. So these people are the dwellers of the garden. So we have understood that belief and good deeds must be together for a person who wants to enter paradise. And also we understood that in a religion, nothing will be obligated unless to the extent of our ability. It is the same as another verse that Allah says, وَمَا جَعَلَ إِلَيْكُمْ فِي الدِّينِ مِنْ حَرَجٍ, and has not laid upon you any hardship in religion. Something which is very, very hard, Allah doesn't obligate to anybody. يريد الله بكم اليسر ولا يريد بكم العسر. Allah desires ease for you, and He does not desire for you difficulty. Thank you very much for listening and watching. We ask Allah to help us to be protected and saved in Resurrection Day. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.